What's happening, guys? This is James Blonde. This time we're taking a first look at a truly unique MMO called Fishing Hero. Yeah, a fishing MMO from Z8 Games. And currently the game is in closed beta. And I'm pretty sure the game isn't for everybody, but I figured I'd check it out anyway and see what it's like. So I'm out here fishing in New York Harbor, just on the west side of Governor's Island. And it's pretty obvious my character has the ability to move the boat with her mind. First awesome feature of the game, you have the ability to control the boat with your mind. Alright, so this looks like a good spot. Yep, right here. Okay, so I'm going to cast out towards the land and cue the funny music right here pretty soon. There it is, yep. Every time you cast, you hear this music. It's exciting. Just gets you in the mood for fishing. And now we wait. So as soon as I get a bite here, we can kind of enjoy the scenery because there's not really any other things you can do. If you purchase the underwater camera, you can see what's going on underwater. And we got a bite. Alright, so now we get to look at the cork here, and when it goes underneath the right time, I can swing. There we go. Perfect. HP minus 20. So what it does is your fish energy here has, basically it's their strength. And so the idea is you got to wear them out in order to reel them in. You cannot reel them in unless you wear them out. I'm doing a really good job. I started off minus 20, and when you set the hook, like a lot of times like that, you swing, it really wears him out. And so now basically he's just gonna come right to me because he's pretty much stunned. Yeah, he's dead almost. All right, he's a baby one, a New York pigfish. Excellent. So it's a grade 2. The damage I did was 48. Now what it means by damage is how much I officially like worn him out. So I got 195 points for that. And I guess we're kind of practice competing here, but this is like the open world area. This is the free play, and we're just kind of fishing. It's a lot like an open world PvE in a sense, in terms of MMOs. So I'm gonna move a little bit further here and cast out. Now you do have to manage some of the systems, like you do have to refill your boat with gas. I guess actually I'm kind of this is the entry level boat here. It's more of a raft than anything, a raft with a motor, so it's very slow. And I'm sure it's probably not real safe to be in the harbor of New York with this raft, but what do I know? I have no idea. So we're going to wait for a fish. You can see some of the fish there in the water, but I don't know that that has anything to do with determining catching them. You can't like spot a fish and then throw your bait over towards them and expect to catch one that way. But you can see them grab it every once in a while. It's interesting. Let's see if I can. Yep, right there. Perfect again. It's actually pretty easy to do. I can imagine it's a little harder to do at a higher level fish. And you can see there on the fish energy, you can see that it has times 1. Later on, I'm sure, I've seen screenshots, you get to where it's like times 11. So you have to fight them that long. So you may have some fights with the fish that last like, I don't know, like an hour or so. I guess that's, you know, talk about a grind. But, so the fish here is actually moving towards me, so I have to move the boat, because if he gets too close to the boat, then I may actually break my line. You definitely don't want to do that. You lose the fish, and I suppose you lose your hooks too. Now you can buy other hooks and accessories and items in the cash shop for real money as well as in-game currency, but it seems like there's just specific things you can do a little quicker with real money. Alright, so put him in the water tank, and I guess what I'll do is show you here what the character selection screen is like and what sort of customization you have. Not a whole lot, but the characters actually have their own attributes, and we'll talk about that as we get into it. So, hey, so here we are. This is where you create your char, and you can see here you can pick between the various females. That's the one that I went with. You can tell that they're Leo, born on August 18th, and their blood type, because all that's important. And so you can only choose females in this game, or I guess this is supposed to be a man, but it's still, each one of them kind of looks like a female to me. And then this female here actually has a beard. Yeah, and I think she's confused too. But this is the sort of character customization you have. I guess you can distinguish the females from the males by their color of pants. And you can actually change their attributes here. So with strength, obviously it is, you can add these points here. You start off with a couple. This one does the stun basic attack. So when you're actually reeling in the fish and you're doing the swings, it has a lot to do with this. This increases the reel speed, swing, holding attack, and this increases the base stamina and recovery speed for your character. And the stamina is what you need to actually set the hook and swing. Okay, so I stopped by the cash shop, picked up a new boat, a new outfit, and a new fishing rod. And most of the stuff that you can buy with in-game currency or gold, it really depends on the item. And I had some in my account, so I also picked up some more bait. And I already currently have some small shrimp. That's what you start with. And yeah, so we're gonna set out. And this looks like a good spot. I can't really tell, actually. And I'm going to go ahead and teleport to another area because it takes forever, even with this new boat, to get to where I want to. So let's go fishing kind of close to the Statue of Liberty. Click on the portal teleport symbol here. It looks like portal. And we'll go on this side of Ellis Island. This looks like a good spot. It's probably in the area where... wow, we're already there. Okay. So definitely pick up some teleport scrolls or whatever you want to say. There's some portal things in the cash shop if you're wanting to play. It takes a lot of time out of the game in terms of trying to get where you want to. If you're doing it like a flight simulator and you want to see the scenes like New York stuff, definitely do that. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. On the top right there, you can see the level of fishes that are in this area. So that's where you want to try to find a fish. I'm brave enough to go up, and I think I got the game mechanics down enough to tackle some of these higher level fish, even though I'm level 5. Whatever. It's a challenge, and I'm wanting a challenge here. And so when you first get into the game actually has a tutorial to teach you how to fish and things like that. And the controls are a little bit weird. I thought they were going to be a little different, like, you know, maybe use scroll wheel or something to reel in. Who knows? But actually what you do to reel in is you just hold your left click down, and that's how you reel in. And then you move your fishing pole around with the mouse, and you set the hook at the right time. Let's see if I can get it right there. See? And then that kind of takes off some of that fish energy. Now, you're gonna want to watch your tension bar here, and if they go towards you, you use WASD to move your telekinesis on your boat to move it backwards, and you gotta watch your tension. Now, when there's tension on the fish, you want to try to keep the tension up because that wears them out. And then when you have enough stamina, you'll see it on there, my top left there. That's my stamina gauge, and then you can kind of swing. And as you level up and increase your stats, you'll get more stamina to be able to do that. So let's see here. It's kind of cool. You can actually see the line changing color, so you don't have to necessarily watch the tension. But you do have to kind of navigate your boat around so that way you don't get in a bad spot to where the fish is either going underneath you or pulling you too far, especially on these higher level fish. The color of the fish energy there is... I can't believe I'm saying this, but the color of the fish enemy there, seeing that it's red, is indicating that it's a strong fish. If it was yellow, it's normal. If it's green, it's weak. If it's gray, it's pretty much helpless. You're pretty much reeling in your bait. So it actually tells you right there, the fish is too close to the boat. You want to move it out of the way. Use your telekinesis powers to move it. So I'm trying to, I click here and try to keep the tension up. Like I said, it wears the fish down. You can buy some consumables in the cash shop to increase your stamina if it's too low. But it's weird because you can't actually pull up your inventory while you're doing this. You can't do really anything while you're doing this except break the line down there. So that is kind of weird. The various pieces of gear, like the fishing rod and the reel and the line, has all to do with the stats on trying to catch the fish. So like if you're trying to catch bigger fish, obviously you need more line. The pole is going to give you the stronger attacks. They call it attacks and damage. It's kind of strange. See the amount of damage that you can do. The fish will be temporarily stunned. It's telling me I don't have any stamina, and it is kind of weird, the controls. I don't mean to actually swing sometimes, so it's like you only want to swing whenever you have tension on the line, otherwise it doesn't actually stun the fish. It's kind of weird, and sometimes it just randomly does that. I can't help but do it just because it's reeling. So maybe you might want to rebind those controls in the menu. I haven't figured that out yet. But see, I've got him stunned, and so I'm doing increased damage as the tension is on the line. I have broken the line before just because I couldn't get the boat to move out of the way fast enough. And it's kind of sad because you fight him for a couple minutes and then you're like, no! So a game can actually get really frustrating, and and that is the exciting part of the game. If there is exciting parts to this game, is that you may have a fish that's on the line, you might be fighting him for a long time, and there's some sort of thrill in that. You know, I actually get the thrill that you would have in fishing, because I've actually been out in the Gulf and fished and caught some pretty good fish and had to fight them for a long time. Some fish you actually have to wear out, and that's basically what I'm doing here. Yeah, got you, sucker. Come on, get near my boat. So he's like 21 meters out, even though it looks like he's right in front of me. And the animations in the game are kind of awkward, but hey, you know, if you're looking for something unique, this is definitely unique. I can't say that I don't know, the last time I played a fishing game was probably like 1998 with my dad on CD-ROM or something like that. I don't know, it's one of his games. Oh man, so what I'm doing here is I'm kind of like clicking just right and trying to get in between these two little notches on the tension meter, just because it seems to be doing the most damage, as they call it, to the fish. And you can see I'm wearing him out. Luckily, he doesn't have a whole lot. He's getting a little too far there, so I'm going to move the boat towards him. And so really what this is every time you're catching a fish here is a lot of the micromanagement between getting the tension, the fish energy down. The fish won't actually gain energy, but you do want to move him close. You don't want to keep him too far out. You also don't want to run over him, essentially. And that's what you're trying to do. It does show other people catching fish on the right-hand side there. So this game is definitely a casual game. I definitely don't see any, let's say, esports potential here. But it seems like it would be fun to kind of go on there and play every once in a while. It's like, yeah, man, if you ever get the urge to fish, this is just the way to do it. All right, so I wore him out, and now let's see what we caught here. Nah, that's not bad, actually. This is looking bigger than some of the other fish. And he's a grade 7, so I caught a fish that is higher level than me, and it looks like it leveled me up to level 7. So it's very, level 21, New York Southern Kingfish. So I got a lot of EXP for that, and I'm definitely going to put this one in the water tank, and what I'll do is I'll show you that. Anyway, guys, the game is fun and unique if you're into fishing. Definitely show Dad, you know. Show your dad. He'll probably play the game with you, more than likely. Father's Day is coming up. Who knows? That's something you can do. All the fish in the game are real, and there's definitely not a limit to what you can catch. According to the website, you can catch a whale shark, which is weird because they eat plankton, and they're the size of a Greyhound bus. But here's my aquarium, and once you get a lot of fish, you can actually make it your screensaver, so that's something you can do. This has got to be the best fishing MMO that I've ever had the chance to play. It's also the first, but thanks for watching. If you're looking for more information about Fishing Hero, head over to the game profile at MMOHUT.com. And if you and your dad want to play, head over to the giveaway section to pick up a key. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.